Well, what's kind of the feelings after that win?
It was good. We kind of came in this morning and realized we had a lot to work on still. I think every game there's still stuff you can work on. So just trying to have a level head about it. And I think we came in and did our job and played a lot of team football. So um, you know, good win, and we got a big game this week.
Anything specific you want to work on?
Um, for me personally, it's just a lot of footwork stuff. I think that's kind of been my main deal the whole year because I think my feet just lead me to my eyes, and then I can be more clean. And there's sometimes I was a little sloppy with my feet, and then led to bad plays. So just trying to be cleaner in that aspect of things. But that's a working day, every progress. So trying to get better at it.
Have you seen kind of the plethora of weapons you now have progress as the season's gone on?
Yeah. I mean, Coach said we had 17 completions and 11 different people caught the ball, I think, including myself. But it's been pretty cool. Just like everybody's getting a little bit of love, and we have a lot of not selfish people in that room, especially the receiver room. Just they want to see each other do well, and we need that. So especially if we want to make it as far as we can go.
Yeah, Ryan had his first career touchdown after a pretty long college career. What was that moment like for you guys?
Yeah, I didn't know that was his first career touchdown, but we knew we wanted to get him involved. I know Coach Sturbick's been like harping on it. Like we wanted to use him more than he was used last year, and I think he's been doing a great job. And he's coming alive, and he's just got to keep going, just like the rest of those guys.
121 points scored in the last two games. What's making this offense so dynamic right now?
Yeah, I think it's just a mix of things. I mean, it's the defense getting us good field position, and then guys just doing their job. I mean, it runs through the O line ultimately. You know what I mean? Those dudes are doing a great job. So is Coach Smith and Coach Sturbick's putting a great plan together for us. So we're just doing what we're taught pretty much, and I think that's taking care of it. And we just got to keep getting better at the little things because there's a lot we can still get better at, especially me.
Uh, just Jordan, you mentioned that pass you got from him, and then him
Yeah.
getting his first career touchdown. Just what you think of him in that game?
Awesome. Another guy that has came in and worked, day in and day out, hasn't complained about anything. I know he was a quarterback before I got here, and another guy, Coach Sturbick, wants to get involved more. So just trying to push him the ball, and we got a lot of playmakers in that room. Just trying to use all of them. It's tough sometimes to get that many guys catches, but we're just putting guys in the right positions. So credit to the coaching staff.
Seems like when you take off a run and you like maybe get a little contact, run a guy over, you like to get in their face a little bit. How does that kind of fire up the rest of the group seeing that from the quarterback?
Yeah, I think that's just kind of always the way I've played, and I think that's kind of just the motto of our offense. We're trying to just play with a chip on our shoulder, frankly. Like um, guys, Julius probably the lead guy in that. I mean, we kind of feed off of him, and I try to bring a little bit of that to my game as well. So just kind of like that mindset of like like we got a chip on our shoulder, and that's something that the coach has been harping to us all year.
I know you said that your brother played at Davis and
Hmm.
it's Davis week. Just what are your initial thoughts getting to play a team that you kind of grew up around?
Yeah, I've I went to a lot of the Aggie games growing up. Like I'm very familiar with that stadium. It's pretty close to my house, about an hour away. I don't know a ton of the guys on the team, but um, it's pretty cool. I know for him, he's coming out here and he's gonna be at the game and just watching us play against them. I think he's gonna be rooting for the Cats, but it's pretty cool because I watched Coach Hawk coach him, and they're a great football team and great tradition there.
For you individually, what area do you feel like you've grown the most since the start of the season?
It's a good question. I think for me, just having a level head, I guess, trying to wipe the last play even if it was a bad play. I'm still getting better at that, but just trying to be a better leader on and off the field. I think I'm doing a good job of that. Got to do a better job of that. It's a hard question because I'm trying to find ways to get better at every aspect, but I think my feet have gotten a little bit better throughout the season. Just got to be more consistent with it too.
The helmet communication. I know there's some issues early on, but
Yeah.
how was that kind of progressed throughout the season?
Yeah, it's been fine. I think I love it. I mean, when I can hear Coach Sturbick talking to me, it makes me feel comfortable. Like, just him giving me his tips before each play, and he's very good on the headset. I mean, even if I have a bad play, I can't hear that in the next play. So credit to him. But it's been awesome. I'm a big fan of it.
You had experience with that at Stanford?
Yeah, I did. I mean, I didn't really use it as much because I wasn't playing as much. So I guess just as the guy, um, you're able to hear things different, maybe help guys get aligned a little bit quicker. So it's been good, yeah.
And then just working with Sturbick overall, how was that relationship and just his kind of offense? Have you just felt like that's
Yeah.
the season?
We have a really good relationship. I mean, like he's very, very hard on me. We clash heads sometimes just because we're super competitive, but we're always able to tone it back and just get to the next play. You know what I mean? And we text often just about random stuff, and we're learning together. I think us both coming in, it's our first season. We're trying to figure this thing out, and we're both putting in a lot of time and effort. So it's been great working with him.
I think I saw him kind of talking to you after the sack at the end of the first half. It
Yeah.
probably you don't get that chance to talk to him one-on-one much during a game, right? But
Yeah.
just what are those moments like for you?
Yeah, he was on the field for the first half. He was great in that situation. I mean, Coach Vegan got on me a little bit, just rightfully so. I can't take a sack in that situation right before the half to get us a good field goal. And Coach Sturbick was kind of like, hey, like better than that. You know what I mean? Like kind of brought me down. Getting me ready for the second half. We went and chopped it up inside on the iPad of what I saw and what he saw. So he's been great, man. So.